Friday night. I'm Felix Slater. This is Dean Saunders. Hello, mate.
How are we doing? You good?
And we're joining a double.
Who ran?
Ant has been binned off. Our usual co-host has been out the door, and we're joined with Cassö and
Daire.
Yeah,
pronounced it correct.
You said it right.
Can we hear some of the examples of how people butcher the name normally?
Fuck, man, you get Daire, Diara, diarrhea. I've had everything. I'm sick. Everything.
Love the word, and by the way, diarrhea. I've had everything.
But see, when you come to Newcastle or England and Scotland, it's still getting butchered. So I'm just used to hearing Daire and just being, well, how are you?
And it is just your first name, right?
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
the
I don't mean-
spelling of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of works as a DJ name too.
It's
doesn't
incredible.
It? So that's why.
So you boys are over playing Facemelter tonight at Digital. Have you played Digital before?
Nah, never, man. First
You?
time in Newcastle.
Wow, so this is going to be a big one tonight.
It is. Although we've started on the waters. We're going for a meal after, aren't we, lads? So we're going for a bit of a Facemelter Christmas meal. So there'll be a few drinks flowing then, and then obviously a big one at Digi tonight, which we're really excited for.
And you lads are off the back of 2 consecutive nights of partying in Ireland.
Yeah.
Give me some stories about what's happened those last couple of nights.
Can I just say, by the way, you both look extremely fresh considering you're apart 2 nights ago.
It took it a little bit easier yesterday.
We didn't go
He
too
was
mad.
driving, you see.
See, because we were playing in a place called Waterford and we had to drive to Belfast, so it was a 4-hour drive, man. So, and then get on a plane in the ring, so just try to keep it as cool.
Whereabouts is Waterford?
Very
South
close.
as you can get.
So Southern Ireland, like down Cork way.
A bit above Cork and below Dublin.
Wow.
But man.
And where was the next gig?
Carlo,
Yeah.
place
I won't
called
be able to tell you
Foundry.
what it is, yeah.
Club called
Best
Foundry.
club in Ireland, apparently.
Yeah.
Well, I think Telegraph might have something to say about that. I want to know what you were studying at uni. Was it in Swansea?
In Swansea,
Right. What were you studying in Swansea when you wrote Prada?
Economics.
Yes.
And the course was that boring.
Yeah.
That I was doing anything and everything to find a new hobby.
What year were you in?
Third year.
Third year?
Yeah, so
So you
it was
nearly
getting
finished
heated
it.
as well.
Did you finish the degree?
Yeah. The weird thing about it, right? I finished the degree 1 week before Prada got signed. Like, the contract was done. Yeah, serious, man.
That's mad.
So-
You know what?
And I passed as well.
What did you get?
Nice.
Got a 2-2.
The 2 to okay.
Desmond.
So
That's
I'll
how
take that,
it
bro.
passed.
This is where Felix normally turns to me and says that's actually having a degree, Dean, instead of what I always just try and claim I've got one.
Dean did a GMVQ in catching footballs.
As we,
Goalkeeper? Oh, used to be.
ex-goalkeeper.
Yeah.
I was a goalkeeper growing up as well.
Hey,
and then I moved outfield. That's why I stopped playing football because I was shite at it.
Hey, I got better as I went outfield.
Let's switch to the goalkeeper pod.
Yeah. But I was going to say what the boys have just said there. They're both Man United fans as well.
Oh.
They just they felt sorry for us as they were like, oh, you a Newcastle fan? I was like, no, unfortunately I'm Middlesbrough. And they both let out like,
Unimportant.
yeah. Oh, poor lad. Oh, you're Carlisle, aren't you?
Carlisle fan as well. It's hometown
Where is
club.
Carlisle?
Yeah. Well, so Carlisle is about as close to Ireland as you can get. Well, no, Stranraer, I guess. But yeah, but like Carlisle's basically the same as Newcastle, just on the other side of the country. It takes an hour just to drive across. It's the narrowest bit.
Is it Scotland or England?
No, it's in England. So you go up from Carlisle, and the next place you get to is Annan, which is where Calvin Harris is from.
Right,
Fun
Yeah,
fact.
yep. He used to work in a fish factory there.
I've heard
Adam Willies.
Adam Willies.
You can see why he changed his name. can't you?
That's right. His name was Adam, isn't it?
Adam Willies? That's his name, yeah. Calvin
I didn't
Harris.
even know that.
Yeah, big Calvin. He's good mates with my friend Kyan, who's from Annan. But yeah, basically it's about 12 miles to get up to Scotland from Carlisle.
Also good mates with our friend Shaq, who we're going to have on again very soon.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that one. Just saying to the boys, obviously, they both agreed, before we even started, they both agreed they're coming on again, before they even came on.
Yeah,
and we're going to have some drinks next time as well when we come on. But obviously, we've got Shaq coming back
You're playing
very
for
soon,
them,
which
Yeah,
we're
I'm
excited
playing
for.
with Shaq tomorrow.
Nice.
At Ministry.
Yeah, excited to meet him, actually.
What's Maidenhead like? Are you born and grown up there?
Yeah.
So you were there. Were you there until you went to Swansea?
Yeah.
Right.
So I've lived there my whole life.
Right.
It's just like the most suburban town you can get.
Okay.
Right.
Have you done a hometown gig yet?
There's not much going on there. There's really.
I think you should do one of those like mad little raves in a pub.
I would do that, but like, it's that bad that I just wouldn't. Like, honestly, I just wouldn't, man.
What was the first nightclub you went to then? If you grew up in Maidenhead?
I don't know. So do you have like prisms / attic?
Yeah.
Like the commercial type. And I went there. I was like, oh yeah, this is it.
Was there one of those in?
No, but it's in Reading.
Okay.
No, sorry, I'm lying. Windsor. So
Windsor.
just on the
Okay.
train.
Just by the castle.
Exactly.
Yeah. And Legoland. That's all I know. I've used up both my references I know about Windsor now. The Queen lives there and there's a Legoland. That's it.
Never been to Legoland.
That's all I've got.
So that adds to me. Never been to America. Never been to Legoland. As we're talking again, never DJ'd. Again,
Have you ever been to the island of Ireland?
I haven't. I need to get out of the house, don't I? Literally, you've never been to Newcastle. I've never left Newcastle by the sounds of it. The only time I leave Newcastle is to go to the Middlesbrough match and then come crawling back.
I absolutely love Belfast. Like I started going there playing at Thompson's Garage years and years and years ago. And this amazing night where I played at Thompson's. This was before Electric Playground. Played on a Saturday night. And I went back to the Marmaison and Skrillex came back. Skrillex had been doing somewhere else. And me and him just ended up sitting in the Marmaison bar drinking really expensive whiskey, chatting absolute fucking nonsense until about 5 in the morning. Yeah, Sonny was absolutely great. But Thompson's is great.
Yep.
Electric Playground, but you just made how many times you played at Telegraph now?
This year, bro. So this time last year, I had one goal in 2023, and I was playing the Telegraph once. I didn't care if it was room 2. I didn't care if it was going to take me till 9 to play on it.
Yep.
I ended up playing with Ben Hamsey and BLK in room 2 about March time. Then got another gig in August, and now I've just done my own headline show off the back of it. So
nice.
Thank you, lads. Thank you. Well done, man. I have another one here in 2 weeks' time. Same gig.
But Belfast, as opposed to Maidenhead, very different. Like that's a crazy city. Like I think there's a lot of similarities between Newcastle and Belfast, clubbing and party wise. Like it's one of those coastal places.
It's like I had this conversation with someone else. It's them. What do you call it? Working class areas.
Yeah. They all work hard, party hard.
Literally.
Oh, the don't half party. Is it whenever you get the Belfast students coming over for freshers, they're like outdoing everyone. Like because the doubles in Belfast are like big. The mixes are much bigger for a double in Belfast than it is Newcastle. I'm sure that's correct. So whenever we used to go, because I tell a lie, actually, I have been to Belfast for my birthday, which I forgot about. Oh,
memorable.
Well, it was very memorable actually because I missed my own birthday meal.
Okay,
it was years ago. It was, do you know when it was storm? There was a storm. It was 2017, right? And we were all going over, and it was my birthday, and I think there was about 20 odd of us going to go. So we'd looked online and we'd found like a flight. So we'd found a flight. Say there was, I think it was like 23 of us. It was like perfect. We can get 23 seats on the plane. So we did it. By the time everyone had agreed and we got everyone's details and money together, we went back on and there was only 20 seats on the flight. So we're like, oh God. So me, Dom and Az were like, well, we'll go over the day earlier and we'll stay an extra night. So we book it a day earlier. Then this storm comes. I'm sure it was Storm Ophelia. One of the lads will tell us after. But 2017, we booked the flight for the day before. As we're going to head to the airport the day before, the flight gets cancelled. So we're like, oh, brilliant. Let's get a ferry and go to the ferry, get a ferry across. Ferry got cancelled as well, obviously. If the flight was going to get cancelled, the ferry wasn't it? So we're like, all right, next day there's obviously no flight. So we booked a ferry the next day as well. And I always remember, I can't remember the exact time, but it was like, say at 2 o'clock we had to be in Scotland for. So we get in the car and one of my good mates, Fraser's like, I'll give you a lift there.
Stranraer, fuck me, that's a commitment. It's about 3.5 hours.
Mate, and it was like 2 o'clock we had to get there. And on the sat-nav it was like 2:10. And we're like, he'll easily knock 10 minutes off, we'll make it. Driving
it's all like B roads.
Well, we're like, I'll put your foot down. He goes, I can't really, I've got a black box. So like, fuck's sake. So obviously, as you can guess, we missed that ferry as well. Anyway, the lads are all sitting in Belfast on the night.
For your birthday?
Oh, for my birthday. 20 of them on that, where we were on the later ferry that day, missing it. It was an absolute nightmare. We got there eventually.
Jet skis.
No, we got a later ferry. We got there eventually. It was a really good night. But again, that always sticks in my head that it was like the mixers for a measure for a double is so much stronger than a measure in Newcastle. So I don't know if that's a Belfast thing or what it is, but yeah. Is that
what was the first club you went to in Belfast?
Thompson's.
Was it?
Yeah.
But what night was it?
So he was playing Patrick Toppin and Format B.
Yeah.
Funky. Yeah.
So would that have been a Saturday night? Would that have just been like the main?
St. Patrick's Day.
Kidding.
I never forget that first night. I was 16. Patrick Toppin. There you go. I'm in Newcastle.
Patrick Toppin on St. Patrick's Day. I love that. Very poetic,
and
isn't it?
I think, you know what? I think it was EP Jason's night on Tuesday, St. Patrick's Day. It was definitely, that was it.
Incredible. It's such a great, because you walk up this like back alley, don't you? So one of those great clubs. I love nightclubs where you wouldn't do, if you walk past during the day, you wouldn't know it was a nightclub. And it's like you walk up this just like cobbled back alley, and there's just a door with like all the like steam and smoke coming out of it. And then you go in and you can kind of like, do you have to go straight up you used to go straight up the stairs, or you can go left into the downstairs main room, or you go up the stairs and get to the bar area. Yeah. But they've improved it so much. Like that terrace outside.
There's even a VIP thing and all upstairs now, so there's another floor you can
I broke my finger up there wrestling with one of the owners. Yeah.
in a friendly way, or a...
Oh, very friendly. And then I missed my flight the next day because I got back to the hotel and I was like booked a call to wake me up to get on my flight. Woke up fully dressed, face down on the bed. I was absolutely livid. They were like, we came to the room, we knocked, you didn't answer. We came in the room, we tried to wake you up and you didn't move, so we let you sleep. So I had to fly to Edinburgh and then get the train back to Newcastle.
Well, there's no missing trains for you tomorrow because you've got big ones tomorrow night, haven't you?
Yeah, what are you for?
We haven't even planned it yet. I'm not sure.
You and Ronnie have to book a train.
It's only 3 hours though, you know? I thought it was 6.
Isn't it?
No, 3 hours to King's Cross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long is it to Glasgow? I have to go to Glasgow.
From here, about 2.5 hours, because you'll either go up to Edinburgh, which is an hour and a half, then you go across.
I think I am doing
so you might have to change when you get up to Edinburgh.
Oh,
we just hand out travel advice now on LooseCast. That's what we do. Anyone just drop us a message and I'll tell you how long it takes to get together.
Yeah, Aberdeen here already. I get to Scotland.
So where are you both playing on New Year's Eve?
SWG3.
So
yeah.
You're doing SWG3 in Glasgow New Year's Eve. Both of you?
No, I'm doing Kelly's.
Oh, Port Rush.
Yeah.
That place.
In Ireland.
That place is insane. I remember.
You know what? But it's been knocked down and it's re-changed now. So it's not the same Kelly's. It's in a smaller venue in it.
So I remember going there the first time. So when I was a kid,
it used to be amazing.
Well, the lineups were incredible. So I used to get Mixed Mag, and they always used to have like the back page, or they used to have and the lineups were just insane. Yep. I remember the first time I went and played there was with Danny Howard, and I got picked up from Belfast International or whatever. Yep. And the drive there, it's insane. You start going into the middle of nowhere and everything else. Yeah. And then the guy who's driving the van goes, "You can see Kelly's now," and I was like, "It looks like a caravan park to me." Yes. And he was like, "No, that's the club," and I was like, "In the middle of all the caravans?" And he was like, yeah. So we got there, had a really nice meal in because it's like a part of a hotel or something.
That's what a venue is now.
And then played that night. It was really great. But then it shut at 2.
Yeah.
Shut at 2. And me and Danny were like, what do we do now? Where can we go? And they were like, nothing, nowhere. And we were like, can we go and get food from somewhere? They were like, ooh, I wouldn't. And I was like, what do you mean? And they were like, well, come on, I'll show you. So we walked through a little caravan site. And then we looked down the hill, and all we could see was 2 huge police, the metal armored Land Rovers, right. And police in riot gear. And I was like, "What's going on?" And they're like, "Yeah, that's what happens." They were like, "They just all come out and fight, and then just get battered and arrested and locked up." And that's Kelly's fine.
Port Rush for you.
Yeah, I loved it though. I played it 3 times. I love Carl. Carl Hamilton's absolutely great.
Yeah, that's who's booked me.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've never actually met him before, so this will be the first time.
Yeah, he's really great. He does the big orchestral
lush things.
Yeah, the big lush things.
Yeah, that'll be kind of.
Is it SEC in Belfast? He does that.
SSE Arena. SSE.
I think so.
Yeah.
Who else is on the lineup on New Year's Eve?
There's a guy called Subtract. Subtract is killing it. Yeah. He's very good. And you know what? I couldn't even tell you the other folk on it.
Who's playing with you Christmas on New Year's Eve up at?
Eliza Rose, Test Press, and I don't know the other one.
Nice.
It's someone big.
You played there before?
Nah, first time.
That's the first time on New Year's Eve.
I've been in Scotland before, but that's first time SWG3.
Is it Galvanizers you're playing in, or
yeah,
you'll love that, man. Such a venue. It kind of reminds me of Telegraph.
Yeah, they got the pyro, they got everything.
Yeah, because we had Jess Beers on last episode, and she was telling us it was her first New Year's Eve gig where she's got to do the countdown this year. Neither of you's got the pressure of that one, I don't think.
I was meant to do a later set, I think, and I asked, can I do the countdown?
Really? Yeah. So have you done it before? Is this the first time?
This is the first time I've done it. Yeah.
Are you gonna produce something yourself?
I've already done.
Have you done it?
I put him high. I should have given away here, but I've done a put him high one. It's actually class, man. So I'm buzzing to play that.
Nice. Right, this is going to come out on Tuesday with only about 2 weeks to go before Christmas. So I want to throw it around the table. What was the best Christmas present you got as a kid? So you were absolutely buzzing your lips off to get it. You probably knew you were getting it, or you maybe didn't, and you got it, and it was the happiest moment of your life.
A DS.
You got a Nintendo DS. So which was what, last year? So give me an age.
Oh man, 11.
Okay.
Around that.
And what was the standout game?
Pokemon. I thought he'd been watching the TD podcast there. We were talking, obviously, we were on about TD before, weren't we? And we're saying his DJ name came because his initials were TD, and I was like, I've got nothing cool, mate. I'm Dean Saunders. So I was like, what's mine going to be? Fucking Nintendo DS. I thought you'd been watching the episode there, taxing that from him.
mine would be similar. Mine was just a lot older than you. Mine was like an Amiga computer, and it was like to get that and start playing Italia Football Manager. That was the one. I don't know whether that's so short.
How old are you boys?
25.
21.
Yeah.
I'm not, are we sharing our age?
Well, what do we both say? We're like 28 plus VAT.
Yeah, I lie all the time and I tell everyone I'm 25. But the only reason I mentioned that is I was talking about it with someone the other day, and we're on about like video games when younger, and I was like Donkey Kong. And they couldn't get the head, like they're the same age as me, and they couldn't get the head around Donkey Kong. I was like, are you kidding? Like Donkey Kong was my childhood.
I didn't know you get a video game of it. I know it was on Mario.
Yeah,
again, just a straight Donkey.
Maybe showing the age difference here. Maybe.
So what was the best Christmas present you got as a kid? What were you most buzzing to open on Christmas morning as a child?
Ooh, well, this wasn't. This was like a nice little surprise for us. So obviously, growing up, we had like a Sky, and it was before Sky multi-room. So obviously it was Sky. Me and my sister would fight over it constantly, like who got to watch what. And it was before, like nowadays you can watch everything on demand, can't you? And you can like go back and find shows. At the time I think you were only able to record one thing. Right. So me and my sister used to fight like mad. And I remember one year
what did you want to watch?
Donkey Kong, probably.
What did you want to watch?
I don't know.
You do know. You just don't want to say.
I mean, honestly,
High School Musical?
Mate, honestly, I'm like a chameleon, me. I can listen to I can listen to these boys. I'm going to be raving away to these boys.
So what did you want to watch?
Come on. Listen to some uncool shit.
What did you want to watch and record on Sky?
I honestly don't. I'm going to say like Keenan and Kel or something.
Right. What a show.
Oh, there we go.
The orange soda. What a show.
Kel loves orange soda. Hey, that could have gone so west. You could have gone, I've never heard of it. Oh, you fucking cringy bastard. But I've got
So you got your own Sky subscription as a child for your own room?
I wasn't a child. It was as we were getting older. No, it was just, I think it was a card so you could do multi-room. I think it was when multi-room became a thing.
I remember that.
I'm making myself sound so much posher than I am.
It was all from like the main Sky box downstairs, but you had a wee card and you could put it into your TV upstairs. But you could only watch it in one room at a time. So if you're watching TV downstairs, you can't watch it upstairs.
This was the Christmas where we did something where we could do that, and it was like heaven, because me and my sister used to fight like mad with that. Right. And this is the first time I could watch.
How old were you when you were allowed a TV in your room?
Ooh, I don't know. I really don't know, but I was a fucking brilliant actor. Like, I used to literally have my ear ready, and as soon as I heard someone walking the stairs, it was off.
TV off. 100%.
Got an A and GCSE drama, and it was not wasted. It was not wasted.
So what was yours as a kid? Best Christmas present?
Definitely Dax, man. I got Dax when I was like 9.
Right.
So that was my first.
What kind of decks are we talking here?
Old Newmark ones.
Like belt drive ones?
They weren't even like the big CDJ looking ones. They were like a wee small. You could put your finger and spin it.
Right, got you.
What'd you call it? And then you had a proper mixer as well. But that was easy, my favourite one.
Next time he's come back on the pod, that'll be my new answer. Oh, well, I got some decks in 2023 and I'm learning now, guys.
What did you connect it to? Like, because obviously you've got to plug, like, you've got to...
CDs, man.
No, I mean, like, what did you get it out of? Or were you just straight through headphones? Or did you have, like, a hi-fi system? Or, like, what did you...
wee small, like, Pioneer speakers, like grey ones.
Nice little ones.
Yeah. Wee computer speakers, you know, when you had a PC back in the day, you had the wee computers.
Yeah.
Speakers. Something like that.
What about you?
Amiga. Like I remember it was wrapped up in like, I think it was like my grandparents' house, and they used to look after me like once a week or something after school. And I did that thing where I was like, there was this huge present in the cupboard, and they thought it was hidden, but obviously I'd found it. And I was doing that thing where I was just trying to peek. They're like, yeah, so I could just like sit, and then but there's just that stupid thing of going like, I just kept pulling more and more, and I was thinking, of course they're gonna they're not gonna go, oh, a mouse got in, do you know what I mean? But I was just like trying to peel more and more so I could see what it was.
So I don't play video games. I think the last time
I mean, there is Adaboo up there, which was your childhood
computer game. I'm guessing neither of you have ever heard of it.
Nobody's heard of it,
well,
Dean.
actually, Felix...
That's a German version.
Actually, Felix, somebody commented, one of the subscribers commented on a YouTube post saying, oh my God, Adaboo. Yeah. I mean, one person out of all the people who've watched it.
It was his big sister.
It actually wasn't. No, somebody actually commented saying they'd seen Adaboo, which I was absolutely buzzing with. But yeah, I think the last time I played video games was probably during lockdown. I was like playing FIFA and stuff with my mates. Yeah. But... you must have all seen the new GTA trailer.
Must be boring playing FIFA.
Like, honestly, I haven't played Xbox, but like I say, since lockdown, but I'm so tempted. This new GTA trailer looks ridiculous, doesn't it? Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Oh, mate, it looks phenomenal. And have you seen that guy who's came out claiming they've like taken the guy with the tattoos on his face?
Is this Trevor? Is this the Trevor guy? I seen him interviewing in it.
No, so this is the guy with the face tattoos.
God, I can't.
So on the trailer, they obviously they've stole loads of things from like what happens in Florida. They've got the crocodile walking through the store. They've got the girl on the roof of the car, and then there's this guy with the tattoos on his face. And somebody has came on Twitter and basically said, "Oh, it's me. Like we need to talk."
He's the guy that like where he was genuinely had a mugshot, but then he was so like pretty that all the girls got wet, and then like after he got out of prison, he got loads of modelling contracts and stuff. Really? That's the guy you're talking about.
The guy with the tattoos on his face.
Yeah.
Well, I've seen his. Well, it mightn't have actually been him. It might have been another guy pretending to be him, but basically saying like, "How give some money you've used us." But yeah, I think that's
my photo. So you were.
Yeah, that might be my return to gaming, like that new GTA. Looks ridiculous.
I bought Call of Duty recently and I've been flat out playing that, but I'm so bad, lads.
Yeah.
I'm terrible at it. Like,
I used to love Call of Duty 4. I hammered that loads. Like every night from school, you'd get in and literally, I think we finished school at 3:15, and by 5:30 we were literally all on Xbox Live. All search and destroy every night, and zombies on the next one as well every night. But I've never got into it since. I think if I went back to it now, like I'd be so bad.
So they were decks when you were about 9.
Yeah.
Did you like move on to like Pioneers or anything else, or like did you ever like get any other decks?
I had the MRs, say I was playing them until I was like 11, 12, and then I kind of stopped, but I was constantly listening to tunes. I was on LimeWire downloading music.
LimeWire.
Remember that there? And then I bought decks again when I was like 16, 17.
What did you get then? Did you get some Pioneers?
Ones again, but a mix track. Had them doing house parties constantly, was the man on the tunes of the parties, and then I bought the, what do you call them, XDJs, is it the Pioneer ones?
Yeah.
And they're the ones I still use now.
What's that place called in Belfast where all the after parties are?
Holy Lands.
Yeah. I've ended up there. I've ended up there a couple of times.
Hey, we know all about that.
I was going to say there's a smile there.
Yeah, I've ended up there a couple of times with the EP crew. It's been messy. Have you been? Yeah, I can see in your eyes. So when did you both start producing? Like, come to you first. Like, what sort of age?
So you know on Snapchat you get the year ago memories.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other day I got one. It was me buying the software.
Nice.
Well, buying the software.
Downloading the software.
Getting the software. And I just started watching YouTube videos.
So what age was that?
20. Well, I just turned 21 in August.
Okay.
So yeah, I was 20 when I started.
So from downloading, buying the software to Prada coming out, how long are we talking?
6 months.
I hate you.
That is off it.
That's insane.
That deserves a round of applause, all, because that is absolutely off it. Congrats.
Cheers, man.
That's insane. So how about you? When did you first start getting that kind of like itch to start making things?
I bought Ableton during lockdown and didn't have a clue how to use it. Hadn't a Scooby-Doo. And
Still
then,
don't.
Ooh.
And then
That wasn't even else.
and then there's a guy called Shugs in Belfast.
Yeah.
He does Tradition, absolute wizard, man. And I started going with him about this time last year. So from this time last year, I didn't have a clue how to use the software. And then fast forward now, he's taught me everything.
I was going to say, so it's pretty similar meteoric rise from.
And weirdly enough, actually, when I released Prada, it was on like 10K streams, which is good.
Yeah.
But he actually messaged me and was like telling me a little bit about labels because
He was like, listen, I'll tell you how this fucking works.
No,
son.
he like really supported from the start. He's like,
Nice.
This is big. This is really big. And I kept worrying. I was like,
I was trying to look at him when he started playing it. Sorry.
yeah, no. To be fair to him, he's just giving me loads of advice. You said it was going to touch a mil when it was on like 40K, didn't you?
Yeah. And now look at us on fucking too many mills. More mills than
Because yours, but I mean, I guess both of yours is a very new, like, way of the industry working in the sense of like tunes get put up on TikTok. Same with Kimmick who are on here. Same with kind of Morgan Seatree to an extent.
Yep.
Tunes now kind of get big on social media, TikTok or on SoundCloud. Hannah obviously Lang's done really well out of that sort of stuff, and then labels come and find them. From that point, and then almost back reverse clearing them and getting them released, as opposed to sending them to A&Rs, who are the people who used to decide whether something was good or not.
Yeah, it's not even like independent labels. It's major labels coming in. It's all the big dogs coming in. So if you're getting a tune that's big on TikTok, you're gonna get a major deal more or less. It's crazy.
And where are you both with future releases? Like, have you got another track coming on Sony?
So I'm with Ministry right now.
Yeah, who are owned by Sony, right? Yeah.
Great by the way. Like they. From
Is that Anton? Is it Anton that you? Yeah, Anton Powers.
Unbelievable, mate.
Yeah. And Depeche, do you deal with Depeche as well?
I've heard that name.
Okay,
but I deal directly with like Anton.
Nice one.
To him, he kind of took me under his wing, so to speak. Took me into the Sony building a lot. So a lot of time for him.
Yeah.
But, so the next release, I don't have a set date for it. January, February.
Has anyone heard it yet? Have you been playing it out yet?
I haven't played it out yet. No.
Wow.
Till tonight?
But
Till now, we're going to play it.
no, but it's it's big. Like because it's the follow up from Prada, which is like done well.
Done pretty well. Yeah, it's done all right, hasn't it?
So it's a big one. I'm going to be releasing so from in the 12 days leading up to Christmas, I'm going to drop in a tune on SoundCloud every day.
Nice.
Because obviously I still want to. My Spotify releases do reflect me, but I also want to have some dance music out, or like proper club music out as well.
So are they going to be kind of like free downloads?
Yeah, as long as there's not like a sample on it.
Yeah.
Which some of them do have.
So some of them just ones people can listen to, other ones people can.
But most of them will be free download. Just
nice.
Like club tracks, really.
Yeah.
Because I've been thinking, like, if I'm, say for example, I'm on a festival lineup, right? You know my name from
LooseFest 2024. Is that what you're saying for? Yeah.
But you wouldn't really know what I'm going to play other than looking at my TikTok. So I think having club releases out there would be good. Get people to know my sound a bit more as well.
And when's your next track dropping?
Hopefully February, man.
So you're basically going to be going head to head, same sort of time.
I'm fucked. Back to Prada. Big man, I banter him all the time, man. You only got number 2, you think? He's still number 2, for fuck's sake.
What's that going to come out on?
Sony, Insanity.
Okay, so basically the same parent thing, but different sort of sub-labels.
It's great that we're under Sony's work. If you do ever want to collab, which I don't know why we haven't.
I never made a tune.
So do you want to take this moment now to announce a collab that will be happening?
We were speaking earlier.
Yeah, we actually said it.
Can you add at the beginning, LooseCast exclusive? Just before you look in the camera.
It's mad because I first got in contact with him through Prada by saying how big of a tune it was. Before it was massive. And then my manager, we have the same manager, who I met in the Telegraph one night, and he was telling me that he had got in contact with CASSO, and I was like, shit, I was actually talking to him too. And then fast forward a couple of months, signed to the same label, Sony, same manager, and both fucking...
Just to put it out there, our manager is...
the best.
Like, I can't even describe how good he is.
Yeah,
so like, you can imagine...
Shout out Marty Barnes.
Shout out Marty.
Nice.
Like, when I was getting hit up by every manager, left, right and centre, I was quite sceptical because all I heard as like a uni student is bad things about the music industry, labels, all of that.
Yeah.
Again, being naive. But then Marty called me and he was so good. I was playing like foot golf or something. It's so good on the phone, sold me. And everything he said would happen, happened.
Love that.
And then like...
The Holy Lands.
He was there too. But no, so no, honestly, like, I owe almost everything to him.
Nice.
So yeah, just grateful for him.
Nice. He'll be crying watching this now.
Oh. Do you know what I love as well? When obviously we've spent a bit of time together today, and I feel like I thought you two had known each other for years. That's mind blowing.
It's weird because like we've been put in the same boat because like of our music and obviously management, but we actually get along.
Yeah.
Like, you're annoying, but like,
no, honestly, I thought you'd have been mates for years. Like, that's meant though that you've got the chemistry.
So we are.
And obviously, when you both said you're Man United fans as well. Sorry about that. You're not Borough fans, you know what I mean? When you both said you're Man United fans, well, that's again, I thought you went way back.
Yeah. No, to come, man. It's mad. I was just kind of clicked.
No, he's both flying. Really excited to see the journey.
Right, you saw the video before with Jamie Harrison. Jamie Hutchinson. We're going to play Silly String Quiz. It's going to be 2 versus 1.
Oh, no, let me do the CASSO as well.
What you do on or off camera is nothing to do with me. Right, so you've got a silly string each. You've also got...
by the way, you can absolutely get CASSO if you want on your totally game.
How you get to answer your question is by... so which would you like to be? Would you two like to be the chicken or the pig?
I'll be the pig, man.
Right, okay, you go pig.
Isn't that a turkey?
You go turkey. Sorry, well pointed out. You just have to shout Dean if you want to answer. This is how the rules go. I've got 3 questions, best of 3. Best of 3. If you make a noise and then you answer the question correctly, you get to squirt him. Really? If you make a noise and answer the question incorrectly, he gets to squirt you.
Hold on. I feel like, are you agreeing now I get like a squirt on both of you? I can't be just getting one.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can move across.
I'm sorry, I didn't choose to play this game.
So you're going to ask a question.
I'm going to ask a question. Yeah. Once I've finished asking the question, or even if I'm halfway through, you can honk the pig or squeak the turkey. He has to shout his own name. I'll adjudicate roughly as to who gets to answer the question. If you get it right,
probably favour yous.
If you get it right, you get to squirt him. If you get it wrong, he gets to squirt you. Same in reverse.
So I can't get him.
You can do what you want with him.
Absolutely, you can
Don't care. You can take that to digital. You can take that to digital and have loads of fun with it all night. Whatever you want.
We'll take it at the meal as well.
Okay, question 1.
Hold on, mine doesn't have... There we go.
Question 1. As of when I checked about 2 hours ago, does Prada have more or less than 260 million streams on Spotify? Cassö. It has more. It has 260, 822,893 now because he just streamed it before. So, Dean gets to squirt you two.
Oh, he's got this answer wrong.
You don't want to blind you, so potentially
I was going to say, you might want to shut both your eyes.
Can I join in from getting wrong in his own choice?
That's how you avoided it. Are you ready? I'm sorry. Close your eyes, both of you. Oh, sorry. It comes flying. Doesn't it?
Okay, question 2.
Dean,
Dean,
got hairspray for later.
as mentioned, because we can't get a podcast without it, Dean was a top-class goalkeeper.
We both were.
Both were, yes.
Is Jordan Pickford older or younger than 30?
Dean.
Gonna go with Dean, I'm afraid.
Wait, he's the year below me.
Is he older or younger than 30?
So if the option isn't 30, then he must be younger. Cause
He is 29.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gone again.
Because
I'm good at this, aren't I?
Oh, is that both of us again?
Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry. Oh shit. I'm gonna let you answer this one.
Okay, we've sort of had a question for everyone, so this is Daire's, I guess. So although Dean's probably won, I'm gonna heavily favour you on this one. According to the 2021 census, is the population of Belfast within the city limits higher or lower than 300,000? Yeah,
Lower.
It is lower. You can both squirt, Dean.
Wait, let us close my eyes first, because I feel like. Who was that? It's somebody got really good there. Who was that mainly? There's a lot of anger in that one, Cassö.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, I deserved it, but I did go quite nice on this ball.
Right, we've got a bit of loose advice. We've got a bit of loose advice. We're pretty much going to round the podcast off now. So one of our listeners has messaged in. It is a female, but she's going to remain nameless. I've just got with a boy, I think she means formed some sort of relationship, a couple of weeks ago. Should I get him a Christmas present? And if I should, what should I get him? So we've got
silly string.
So we've got a young female listener, Dean.
A cheese ring?
A cheese string.
Should she get him? If she's only been going out, how long do you need to be going out with someone before Christmas, before you get...
A month, man.
A month?
2 weeks. Is that what she...
So she's saying, she sent this in today, so she's saying 2 weeks ago, so let's say end of November. Right. Is that the sort of time period that you need to be getting someone a Christmas present?
You'd maybe bring her for dinner or something, wouldn't you? Dinner or a wee night
get
away or
something.
something? You wouldn't?
No, this is the girl asking what should she get her the fella? So she should take the fella for dinner?
Oh, or bring him for a night away.
A night away?
Yeah.
Right, whereabouts?
Like a wee spa thing.
A wee spa weekend. Oh. Right. So what do you think, Dean? What's the sort of time scale prior to Christmas that you've got to be with someone? I'm sure you've got a lot of experience about this.
As we said in the last episode, I don't really buy presents. I'm terrible with it. I think, like you say, I think you could probably do, like, oh, we'll go for some food, and I've got you the food, or I've got us a spa day, or I've got us a trip away. I think you don't want to be getting presents too early.
I think the thing you got to worry about is like the disparity. Do you know what I mean? So one person's like, oh yeah, I've got you, like, you know what I mean, like a £700 bag, and the other person's like, oh, I just got you a card. I think that could be really tricky.
I think that's why it would work well. I'm sorry?
You have to address it. Just say, well, we'll buy each other stuff here. We'll buy presents for Christmas.
Secret Santa for each other.
Yeah, you could put a limit on it, couldn't you?
By the way.
Oh, there's loads on your hair.
Thanks, guys. I try to avoid your hair as well. All eyes are on you tonight.
Sorry,
but yeah, I think like if you say, oh, we'll go on a little trip, then it gives the lad the opportunity to pay for elements of the trip. He could do the travel. He could like have some surprises there. So I think that's the advice.
Where would you take a girl on a little trip away, Dean?
Well, I was saying before, I haven't been to Legoland, so
Legoland Windsor.
I'd take a Legoland, or I'd take
show her how big your brick is,
or I'd take a Facemelter at Digital Night. That's to see these guys, you know what I mean? Couldn't get any better than that.
Right, boys, we're going to call it. So if you two want to just shout out where people can follow you, where they can see you over the Christmas New Year period, you go first, Cassö.
So my Instagram, Cassö.lav.
Cassö.
And it's the same, yeah, because I couldn't get the name. It's the same across all of them.
Nice.
Funny story about that is one guy on Instagram called CASSO Music. He's jumped like 20k followers.
I found him today.
Yeah. I think everyone thinks it's him.
Yeah.
But
He does look quite different to you.
very different.
Yeah. Now I've met you in person.
That's it.
And where can people catch you? So this is coming out like basically next Tuesday, so only in about 3 days' time. Where can people catch you over like Christmas and New Year?
So I'm playing in Switzerland. I've got a couple there.
Nice.
Germany, Malta.
This is all before Christmas and New Year.
Yeah,
It's incredible.
December's stacked, and then to finish it off, Glasgow.
Nice.
There we go.
And
Instagram, Daire Music.
yeah.
TikTok, Daire Music, everything Daire Music. I'm playing in Letterkenny on the 16th of December, open to close. Tickets in all my bios. And then I'm also playing in Drogheda with Reboot and Black Traffic. It'll be a good one. Tickets, link in bios, you get them all there.
Nice. How long's that all-nighter that you're doing?
5 hours, I think.
That's class, that.
I love it, mate.
I love an
It's
open to
so
close.
jam, man. I
Yeah.
love it, like, you play everything. Tech house,
Yeah.
trance, hardstyle, the lot.
Right, well, have a good night at Facemelter and Digital tonight. Enjoy the night.
We're off for some food at Gusto's first hour.
Right, thank you, boys. Appreciate you.